text, introducing ourselves to text editing, customizing font size and color, align text, applying text effect to our text. So let's get started by adding. So to add a new text, just go to the plus sign over here and add text. Then you can edit the text by tapping on it or by going to the pen sign to add here. So that's how to work with text. I'll be using that text. We already have our projects, default projects. We have. So let's start working with text. To work with text, we will come to the icon name A here. That's where you work with text. There are some you can save if you have worked with some text and you have done some design on text and you wish to use it for another project. You can save it as a style. You can save it as a style. You can save, or you can browse for styles that is there with pixellab, that comes with pixellab. So I will just browse for style. I'll just use it for you to verify. So you can see this is a style from pixellab itself. So you can also save your own style if you are done with that. So you can edit the text with this. You can edit the text with this. Let's just text editing. So you can delete the text. Let's get back down. So you can copy it, this. Then you can bring it to front. You can bring it back. When you are working with a lot of maybe shapes and lot more on your screen, you have to be bringing it to the front and back. You can position it on just to make sure that you have positioned it perfectly on the screen. You can make it a relative stuff so that you not just be tapping around with little movement. So this one, just place it maybe in the middle, at top, beside that, or if you understand. So that's for that. You can increase the text size with this. You can increase the text size, and you can increase the padding. Padding is the space inside the text box. So you can see, you can increase this. I don't know why they don't have a top and but what. So this you can increase. You can change the color for the text. So let's just leave it like this. So you can bring in your own texture. Yes, you can bring in your own texture. Maybe you have an image that you want to give your text that kind of texture from that image. You can get it. Let's just try it out. So let's try. So you can see it takes the texture of the image directly. It's because of this thing that we use here. Let's just change it to the default. Let's change it to this. So you can see. Let's go and change the texture. So you can see how beautiful it is. You can now edit the texture that you are bringing, maybe the scale and lots more. It makes your work very beautiful. Sometimes you can, it is very. I really love using that. You can change the opacity, maybe how visible it is. You can change that. You can rotate it. You can max it. You can use different fonts. You can use fonts. You can bring in your own font. I already have a font here, but how to bring in a font is just by going here, adding a new font. Then you see this. Then you can bring in a font. That's how to bring in a font to your pixellab. But you can download your font from maybe dafont.com. Yes, dafont.com have a lot of fonts that you can use, and pixellab has its own font that you can use. Most of the time you find it very easy to use, so you don't need to download most of the time, but there are some things that you need to download for to make your work well beautiful. You can bold it, you can italize, you can underline your text. So you can change it as a curve, bending. So you can give your text a background. So you can align the text, you can give it a spacing, you can align it. Maybe we have a lot of text on this screen and we have something like this. So you can just align the text directly by using this. Align it by using this. You can just make everything more beautiful. So you can space it, you can give it spacing, you can give the line spacing. Maybe you have 2-3 stuff, you can give it spacing. So you can stroke it, give it a stroke. Wow. So something like this, make it more beautiful sometimes and make it more uglier sometimes also. So it depends on the kind of anything that you have with design. So you can give it a shadow. I really like shadow sometimes. You can see it. So you can give it some shadow. You can give it inner shadow. So just work around with that. And emboss is also. I really love emboss. It makes it more beautiful and more like an iron stuff. So sometimes make it more beautiful. So just work around with emboss. Emboss is very we'll be using emboss more from our project. So you can have it like as a perspective. Just use it as a perspective. So something I used to see very well. So just give it a perspective that people used to see it. Maybe okay, this maybe it's just placed on a wall or something. So it's just like a perspective. So it can be done with pixellab. You can rotate it in a 3D format, and you can change it to a 3D text. You can change it to a 3D text. You can change it. You can see. So you have a very cool stuff that you can use. You can use a 3D shadow. So you can reflect your text. So join me in the next video or class where we'll be talking about inserting images, importing images from your gallery, positioning and resizing images, removing of color from image, and just entirely working with images. So join me in the next course.